I'm a son of a mother who dedicated her whole life to community service, dedicated her whole life to family, and dedicated her whole life to church. And so it was how I was raised to just do good, that it's not about you, it's about the community. It's how what God put in you to contribute back to your community so we can all live a better life. And when I first started at Westside Health Authority, it was as an intern working with young people in the neighborhood, looking at how we could be more engaged, how we could be advocates, how we can find things to really uh, be more of a part of the neighborhood and build relationships with everyone and not just with the peers and just with the people that they see. So this really excited me. And so I continued to follow what the Westside Health Authority was doing while I attended law school. And while I attended law school, we were engaged in doing one of our first development projects. And this was part of a community development activity initiative called the Austin Wellness Center. And this was so important because community development seeks to not replace people and not replace assets in the neighborhood, but to develop them, to improve them, to how we use them to help others live a better life. And so that really intrigued me. And so I felt that I could really contribute back in doing those sorts of things. And with my legal experience and education, I was able to help people with the Westside Health Authority and carry it further. So I was really proud to do that. Aspire Center is part of a community effort called the Aspire Initiative. And the Aspire Initiative is how regular, ordinary people and existing organizations can come together to aspire for a better neighborhood. One of the things that we always see that maybe outside people don't see, or people that are not like us see, is that some real quality in what is existing now. And all we need is a little help to, if we improved it, if we renovated it and controlled it and used it wisely, we could live and have a better neighborhood and a better place to raise our children. So the Aspire Initiative was kind of born out of that theme. The school itself, where the center is repurposing, is a former school. It sits on 3 acres of land. At its heyday, it served 3,500 kids. But back in 2012 and 2013, under the then Mayor Rahm Emanuel's administration, they looked at buildings like this and said they were being underutilized. And it was being underutilized not because the need wasn't there, but the quality wasn't there. And this is something that we tried to express to the city and then Mayor Rahm, that we just need an opportunity to improve the quality of the school because the need was there and the school could still address the need. However, politics, things, policy decisions, the schools were closed among 50 other schools in the city of Chicago, leaving the building vacant, dormant, and abandoned. And so the neighborhood then saw it as an opportunity for us to take control of that site and plan around it and redevelop it, because everybody said to me, and was something that really stuck to me, they said the building had good bones, Morris. It has good bones. Let's not tear it down. We have real attachment to this building because this is where I grew up. This is where I was educated. I have good memories, and I want to be able to bring that forward to the next generation of young people. So it couldn't operate as a school, but we said that those aspirations that we had as young people, we want to bring that to these same kind of young people. So let's name it the Aspire Center. And so the Aspire Center development began. We got community partners like Austin Coming Together involved. We got JARC, which is a advanced manufacturing training organization involved. We got Manufacturing Renaissance that does a lot of mentoring, preparing high school students to enter into a career of engineering, enter into manufacturing, enter into management, and how do we get them more involved in those careers. We also have a technology program that we want to really be innovative in what we do there. We want a space created by community people where they feel comfortable there, where they can kind of let their ideas flow, their creativity flow, and really figure out how to develop to the next step. And so this is why we're doing in the Aspire Center, and this is kind of how it was formed. The first phase of the project will include advanced manufacturing and career development for high school students who are looking to be engineers or to be business managers or operational managers at these advanced, technical types of manufacturing, today's types of manufacturing, how we produce products. And so we're also going to bring some financial services from a banking partner. We're also going to bring some job placement and some job readiness and job training during the first phase. We really want this to be a place where we have a lot of good quality people, a lot of people with a lot of skills, but they don't know how to get to the next step. And so when they feel lost and disengaged and hopeless, we want them to come to the Aspire Center to be inspired and to connect with some training, to connect with some mentorship, to connect with someone who cares and who can kind of help them get on the right track and get on another level. There's been a lot of disinvestment on the West Side for the past 20 years. Being a child that was born of this generation of not migrants, but a generation of people who lived in the South, former children of slaves who then migrated north to Chicago for better opportunities. They had some opportunities back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s that people just don't have today. Times have changed, times have evolved. And so we have to rethink how we engage a younger generation to provide opportunities to them. And so over the last 20 years, there's been no investment in creating those types of opportunities for our young people. And then typically they get involved in gangs, they get involved in just crime and different poor decisions, which only ruin their lifestyle, but also ruin the fabric of the neighborhood and ruin the hope of the neighborhood of ever improving. So the Aspire Center is really trying to change the way things have been for the last 20 years, do more investments into these good bones. Like I said, the good bones of the neighborhood need some help. They need to be uplifted. And so we want to invest in this building, like I said, which is about 80,000 square feet of space. It's a massive building. And rather than just tear it down and just be another development project like you may see downtown with a new modern building, but how do we refresh, renew some of the hope that communities had 30, 40 years ago to bring it to the young people today to say, listen, you can have hope again. I hate to say we want to use the term, make it great again, but yes, we can make it great again. And we think the Aspire Center can offer people that hope to be great once again. So we want to first build the building to provide a space for ordinary people to first come. But because it sits on 3 acres of land, we do see opportunities to attract more of a business element. There's a lot of people who want to do new businesses, but there's a lot of businesses that people use that don't exist within a neighborhood. People may go to Oak Park or downtown. They're taking those dollars with them out of the neighborhood, but how do we bring those businesses that people utilize closer to them, where they don't have to travel 10 miles to go to a business? Where and then when it's in your neighborhood, you have a different outlook and a different expectation, and you feel better because you say, I live where the Aspire Center lives. I live where this great business lives. People come to my neighborhood, and that's a reflection that becomes a better reflection on themselves because they say they live in a place where people want to come to. And that's the whole vision of the West Side Health Authority. We want people to feel better about themselves and let people know their worth, let them know their value. And there are very valuable people here on the West Side of Chicago. The second and third floors of the building, if you could kind of imagine the older classrooms, beautiful big spaces where these classrooms exist, maybe about 800 square feet per classroom, that we want to be able to offer to businesses similar to like the Merchandise Mart downtown Chicago, but this is going to be a community merchandise mart where businesses can promote their ideas and concepts for a new business idea before they go to their own separate brick and mortar. And it would attract different people to see the new ideas, what may be coming in Austin, what may be coming to the city of Chicago as a business, and would also attract businesses to come and have a trial of their programs, and even develop, kind of work out the kinks that some of them may have. And that's how we want to use those classrooms in a big open space. The big corridors offer that big industrial, but also, innovative space to really look and create and to explore. Entire Aspire initiative, we're looking at to raise between the private and public support about $130 million, but this is over a 10-year period. The Aspire Center itself, during its first phase, will need $35 million approximately, and those dollars will go to support the build out, improvement of the site, construction of a new facade to bring in a new modern look to an older building, which is fantastic, but also to create more marketing, promotion, and to really liven the site up. Right now we're dealing with a lot of decay, a lot of older, depreciated equipment and assets, and we really need to bring it all up to speed and modernize the whole building. And so about 35 million will get us started. And over the course of 10 years, we see how we will attract the rest of the investment as well. If people want to know more about the Aspire initiative and the Aspire Center, they can go to our website, the specific website, which is www.whainspire.org or .com. And they could also go to Westside Health Authority's website, which is www.healthauthority.org.